Wow, here you can see all the way to the bottom. Buenos dias, this is Ken and welcome to my channel, Ken Travels 360. Today we're here walking the El Caminito del Rey. This weekend we're in Malaga and we've got a rental car. So we decided to check out one of the most popular hiking attractions in the region. This hike is named El Caminito del Rey, which means King's Path, because King Alfonso XIII used to walk along here when the dam behind me opened. However, the guide told us that the king actually walked only 700 meters and then he went back to the train. The path fell into disrepair in the 1990s, and in 2000 they have to close it because it's so dangerous. At that time, they call it the most dangerous hiking path in the world. It was then closed in 2000 because of how dangerous it was. Following a 5.5 million euros restoration work, they reopened the path in 2015, and since then it's become very safe to walk through. Normally it's a one-way hike, but because of restoration work, we're doing a return hike. So first, from the entry point, we'll walk to the southern end of the Caminito. This railway bridge above us is still in use for trains between Cordoba and Malaga. Apparently, you can see the Caminito del Rey from those trains. You may wonder why the Caminito del Rey was built. It was built between 1901 and 1905 because the hydroelectric power station El Chorro needed an access between the two waterfalls on both sides of the gorge to facilitate crossing of maintenance workers as well as transporting materials. So you can see the King's Path just behind me and we're about to enter there. So this is the entrance to El Caminito del Rey. We're in. The Caminito del Rey is a hanging walkway about 1 meter wide at the narrowest points and about 3 kilometers long. It runs along the gorge, hanging perpendicularly over the gorge, attached to the vertical walls with an average height above the river of 100 meters. The view is breathtaking here. Right. Let's move along. The path by itself is not very challenging physically. However, if you suffer from vertigo, then it might be a bit more challenging here. You can see lots of vultures in the sky here. The steps here are very shallow, so it's quite challenging at times. So you can see here the old decayed path underneath the new boardwalk. Wow, here you can see all the way to the bottom. Okay, we have come to the most exciting part. We are about to cross this suspension bridge now. So we're on the suspension bridge now. This is definitely the most exciting part of this path. I'm not someone who suffers from vertigo, but that crossing the bridge is quite something, really. The suspension bridge is 30 meters long and made with galvanized steel. It's very sturdy, but it does sway and oscillate when you walk on it. Here you can see a fossil ammonite. The view is simply really gorgeous here. It is quite scary at times, but it's worth it. There is a glass floor here that you can step out. So from this glass floor, you can take a good picture of the bridge. Wow, you can see the old hiking path and how dangerous it looks. Imagine walking through the old hiking path here. Throughout El Caminito del Rey, you can see the train tracks. So we're here now, and we're about 1/3 back to the north. So the guide just told us that this pine is very dangerous, it's very toxic. If you just take 1 gram of it, you will die. So you can see behind me that the path is closed. They are closed currently for restoration work. As a result, we have to turn back here. Normally, this is a 5 kilometers walk from north to south, one-way hike. However, because of restoration work, they have altered the path. We enter through the south and then we exit through the south. And right now, we're at the turnaround point. So we just spotted a goat, a mountain goat. We came from up there, but for going back, we're going this way through the tunnel. This tunnel is part of the second phase of the refurbishment of El Caminito del Rey, and it opened in 2017 as an alternative path route when there are high winds. Wow, it's pitch dark now. During the current renovation period, it's used for returning visitors as an alternative path to avoid visitors having to cross each other on the boardwalk. So we're crossing the suspension bridge again now. The view is absolutely amazing here. However, when you look down all the way, it's still really scary, even if you don't have vertigo. If you enjoy watching this video, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel with notifications enabled. That way, you will be notified whenever I release a new video. If you are interested in doing the El Caminito del Rey, make sure as soon as you know about your intention, go reserve your tickets. I knew about visiting it months in advance, but I didn't reserve the ticket until 2-3 weeks before, and all they have got left was a guided tour, which was fine. It does cost €8 more, but yeah, if you want the unguided tour, make sure you reserve your tickets as soon as possible. We were not quite sure about doing the very first tour of the day. However, you can see it has got really crowded already. Earlier, there was nobody else. So there you go. We've just finished hiking the world's most dangerous hiking path. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give me a thumbs up. So we're back in the car and we can see the suspension bridge from here. It's quite a sight. But that crossing the bridge is quite something, really.